murky water. You can't escape it when diving in the Oosterschelde Estuary. Decent visibility isn't rare, however. Clarity comes with depth, so it is better to descend. The sun was shining and the sky was clear. Despite this fact, the spot had but a small crowd of divers. The less the better, of course. It was splendid. Light penetrated down past 10 meters and there was no current. The seabed is a vast desert, an unchanging landscape of rocky substrate covered in otherworldly organisms. Entering this void proves that silence not only reigns in space, weightlessness, immense pressure, abyssal darkness. Without a torch, you are a goner. The billions of drifting plankton and particles make you believe you are far away from Earth, exploring alien territory. All those gray starfish that you see are known as common riddle stars. Never have I seen so many of them, and so little of other species. It's remarkable. This congregation of millions and millions dominates the seafloor. Honestly and respectfully, these creatures have got to be among the creepiest ocean dwellers out there. Their appearance, their behavior, shares something insidious. When disturbed, their tentacles move wildly. When they do this, they seem to be either extremely pissed or extremely in pain. You can imagine the creatures screaming, all of them collectively hissing like demonic minions. The way they jerk their slender tapering arms is so disturbing, yet I always feel compelled to keep watching. Each limb segment bears glassy, toothed spines. They're fragile and shed easily. The brittle stars feed on dead organisms and may live for as long as 10 years. Both facts just make them even more diabolical. Fun fact, as many as 2,000 individuals have been recorded in a single square meter somewhere on planet Earth. Anemones, gelatinous chandeliers of the natural world. This is a peacock worm. The tube in which they hide and reside is made of fine mud or sand, combined with mucus. At low tide or when disturbed, the worms disappear. Animals you will definitely not miss when in Zealand are comb jellies. These organisms look like jellyfish, only smaller and with less prominent or no tentacles. Some sting, others don't. These little guys are always fascinating to watch as they are bioluminescent. They create an iridescent show when they beat their cilia in synchrony. How marvelous! Some of the most common cone jellies are sea walnuts, sea gooseberries, and sea melons. Sea walnuts, which are 97% water, have become established as an invasive species in European and Western Asian regions. They tolerate a wide range of salinity, temperature, and water quality. Fun fact, sea walnut larvae defecate once every 10 minutes or so. Adults do this once an hour. Their anus appears only when they need to defecate, and it vanishes after the act. Fun fact about gooseberries, their tentacles measure up to 20 times the length of their body. Imagine your hair being 20 times as long as you. Common starfish. Fast fact, females are estimated to be able to produce 2.5 million eggs. Holy Moses! Now, we've seen a fair number of crustaceans on this dive. The North Sea crab, hermit crabs, and European green crabs. Normally, you'd also see plenty of lobsters, just gorgeous black beauties. Unfortunately, I hadn't the luck this time. A rather extensive explanation on the green crabs now. These arachnids are listed among the 100 world's worst alien invasive species. They have colonized lots and lots and lots of territory all around the world. They feed on things like clams, oysters, and other crustaceans, potentially meaning bad news for local commercial and recreational fisheries. These decapods, like the comb jellies, are tough, tenacious bastards. They can thrive in all types of marine and estuarine habitats. They can survive in temperatures of 0 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. Did you know that when residing outside of their native range in places they're not supposed to be, take British Columbia for example, in those places, widths of up to 71.3 centimeters have been recorded. That's about 3.5 times the normal width a crab should have. And then I spotted it, a well-camouflaged common cuttlefish. These are some amazing animals. Firstly, they're intelligent. Under specific circumstances, they can be trained to change color. And this they do masterfully. They can assess their surroundings and match the details in nearly total darkness. Moreover, they're considered to be colorblind. Did you know that some cuttlefish are venomous? And that they have quite a short lifespan, 1 to 2 years. This makes them not a great pet. Furthermore, if their tank gets overcrowded, they'll fight and might even eat each other. Before they die, cuttlefish begin to rot. They start breaking down, they start deteriorating and malfunctioning. Well, that got dark pretty fast. Here's a funny fact to lighten up the mood. Cuttlefish can have one side of their body displaying one thing and the other side displaying something totally different. Example: males can try to seduce females on one side of their body while simultaneously pretending to be an interested female on the other side of their body to stop rival males from messing with their romance ritual. As you can see, the cuttlefish budged only a little despite provocation. The reason for this, as our dive instructor said, is that they have the utmost trust in their camouflage, so they just remain as still as possible until the predator carries on its merry way. Such great confidence for such a little fella. Not all 120 species are little fellas, however. For example, Sepia apamas, the largest of their kind, can weigh over an astounding 10.5 kilograms. What a meal would that make? You've probably already seen cuttlefish on several menus here and there, all around the world. They live in almost all oceans, residing in shallow waters, although they can reach depths of 600 meters. Now, that's one hell of a feat. Another awesome adaptation is their ability to control their buoyancy, just like scuba divers. Their cuttlebone acts as their BCD regulator. Thank you so much for being my buddy during this dive. Hopefully it was informative as well as enjoyable. Catch me next time!